Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd. Today we're talking about Deep Space Nine, and the character Cassidy Yates is very interesting. She's the first opportunity Sisko has to have any kind of romantic relationship since his wife died. And it's encouraged by everybody. A lot of people, it shouldn't be their business. Jake maybe, but I mean, even the ops crew seems to think that it's a good thing for him to have Cassidy around. And yet, of course, in this episode, they've probably been building up to this. Let's just introduce this character. Let's get us all real used to her, and then say that she's a smuggler. And lead to a situation where something bad happens on the station. And so we know how it has to end. We know the ideals of Trek. However, their treatment of displaced people, they've never really been able to tell that story quite right. The Maquis, who Cassidy is essentially aiding, she's sending medical supplies to them. They're afraid that they're going to have industrial replicators sent to them so they can build up a big war-making thing to fight the Cardassians, who are now kind of allies since who knows what. So anyway, the Maquis are in the Badlands, and they're occupying some worlds that are now claimed by Cardassia, and the Cardassians want them out, and they won't leave, and so they've become enemies of the Federation. And everybody that helps them are enemies of the Federation and could go to jail for that. And so what we have is the conflict, and a good show is made where you have a character that has to make a hard decision. And the decision that Sisko has to make is whether to try to go after Cassidy to catch her in the act of aiding the enemy and throwing her in jail, or if he's going to make love conquer all and forsake his duty, despite the fact that it's being witnessed by his chief of security and his Starfleet chief of security. And while I'll give him credit for an interesting twist near the end, I don't like the whole thing. It's all too easy. I find, and this is a problem in any kind of series TV, it seems like that there's always somebody that's causing something that's going on. And most of the episodes where there's any kind of smuggling going on, it's usually Quark that's involved, and so you go to Quark. It's kind of like Batman. They always had the Riddler. Oh, it must be the Riddler. That's the kind of, the bank was robbed and then there was a riddle on it, so it must be the Riddler. Or there was a bozo bomb dropped, and that must be the Joker. Or there was a chunk of ice left. That's the Penguin or Mr. Freeze or something like that. So they've fallen into that trap. So if somebody is going to be, running guns to the Maquis, it has to be somebody that Sisko knows. And that, of course, on a writing the episode point, you have to have Sisko as being the decision maker. So give him a hard one rather than saying, is this guy right in helping people who might be really justified in their resistance? Or do you just make it easy on the writers and give somebody that is close to Sisko, and so it becomes then a division of duty or love? And completely sidestep the idea of the Maquis being right or wrong or ambivalent. And even though there is a scene near the end where there is a statement made that the Maquis really didn't want to fight with the Federation, they just wanted to stay on the planets they were already on that were being taken away from them. And okay, that was lip service. But as far as it goes, I find that it was all too predictable. We knew where Sisko was going to go. He'd turn in his own mother if it meant doing his duty or not doing his duty. And it violates, the twist violates one of Roddenberry's things, is that a member of the crew would be a bad guy. And course, by Deep Space Nine, nobody cared what Roddenberry thought anyway. So that's where we have this. And I have to say that I have mixed feelings about it. I really do like the character, and we know that she's going to be back. But, send her off to a Federation prison colony or whatever they do to rehabilitate people. And, focus on something else. Also, I have a theory about this, that writers don't like to write steady relationships because all of them can't keep a relationship because they spend all their time writing. And so they don't even notice until they've looked up and find that there's nobody else in the house anymore. And so they assume that that's the way the world is, that romances break up. Marriages break up, that people are all divorced and they're looking for somebody else, and then they'll divorce them too. So I find that, as someone who's been married for 35 years now, I think that that bothers me, that they never can show a steady married relationship. Everybody's got to be single so we can show them date. So anyway, my thoughts, my ramblings. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll join us again. We do have a bit of information. This is rumor only. One of our fellow YouTubers out there said that he saw on a Dutch website, Sky Showtime, had indicated that Strange New Worlds was going to premiere August 1st. That's in the Netherlands. Now, if they follow their usual pattern, and if this is right, if they follow their usual pattern, they would release it in the United States probably a couple of days earlier. So that's the likelihood of when we're going to see the beginnings of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. We've already seen little clips that have been released during Comic-Cons, but they have not sent an official trailer yet. But I would expect that they will be sending one fairly soon, and that'll probably announce the day that it's going to come back. So that's what we know so far, and what we think so far, and what's rumored so far, but don't hold me to it. But August 1st sounds like a good time to have some new shows on. So we'll be covering it, of course, when it comes along, and Starfleet Academy whenever it comes along, probably in the next year. And Doctor Who, which is going to be in about a week or so when it comes back. So we'll have things on that too. So we hope that you will stay on this channel, and until next time, don't go far.